So today on Project Shop, we have a shop full of scrap. I already started pulling some stuff out here. We got a ton of scrap out here. Got a new generator that came in. Basically, the guy said this thing was working, still generating power and running, but the bottom rusted out. It's got a big chunky stator in there. Of course, Steve wants the engine. And we have two over there still that I need to get to. We have all these lights that are extrusions that you'll see in another video. And then we have South Florida's greatest electrician over here. We've got a whole trailer full of lights, a little bit of copper wire. And check out this bin. This is a big stainless steel cabinet, huge disconnect, 225 amp, big nuggets of copper, and a bunch of other crap. Wind up having to take some light bulbs. We got this stuff for a good deal. I'll get a pallet over here, Oliver. Let's we can get all this stuff here. That way we can get these other ones out. Got a couple little transformers, not much, but it'll add to the pile we got. Hopefully we'll get to them today. I'd like to run through this bin, and I got another bin somewhere with some cast. We want to get all that done. This is more extrusion light fixtures, so those will get processed with those right there. So I need to find a bin for wire. I'm running out of buckets, running out of everything. So I'm gonna finish pulling everything out of the shop so we can get to our work table, which is absolutely covered with extrusions right now. Oh, I found some transformers in the back of my truck. I don't even know where they came from. A little strippable wire. The shop's an absolute wreck. Hopefully we can get through some of these pallets today. I got a huge pile of cast over there. And then, I'll show you this. The whole table. And on the floor behind the table, because a lot of them fell off, is a whole pile of those LED heat sink type deals. The messed up thing is, it's like a weird, it's almost like a #1 Phillips bit, but the #1 Phillips bit doesn't quite fit, but the #2 Phillips bit is too big, and there's actually a 0, like a #0 bit, that's too small. So I'm gonna work through them the best I can, but I might be using a vise and a air chisel. That's our extrusion bin, our cast sheet. We're gonna start another cast bin. And hopefully we'll get a lot of this scrap out of here today. All right, we got an absolute mess going on here, but we need the table. So we're gonna set these to the back side for a moment because this is gonna be some tedious stuff that we'll get into later. I wanna focus on processing all of the big heavy cast and cleaning up all this stuff first. We got these things everywhere. See, this is a nice little chunk. I think it's definitely going to be worth it. We're going to set them all out, and then I'm going to wear my arm out breaking these down, whichever ones don't come out. Now, I already tried. This is a number 1 bit, I think. I think I already, yeah, it doesn't, I don't know, man. Hold on. Put this thing up. I can't find a bit that fits it just right. See, you strip out one of them like that, and then you're pretty much screwed trying to get these out. That's already got a stripped one from before. Yeah, see that? It's gonna cause nothing but problems. What you have under there, this is actually a piece of sheet aluminum. Hey, snip that real quick. That's a piece of sheet aluminum, and then that whole big thing right there is part of that extrusion. So it's really just a little tiny piece that needs to come off. And I don't know, dude, I do have a big chipping hammer for concrete. I wonder if I can get up under there with that and just let it loose. But I would have to put each one in the vise, or put each one like up against this lip down here. I don't know. We're gonna worry about that later. There might even be some more of these coming around here somewhere. I'm gonna go get the bin, and then we're gonna get to work on these. Looks like there's a couple transformers down in here, so we do have a couple transformers on the table, not much. A little chunk of copper. We'll get something out of this. Hopefully we can add to this today. I know the one couple transformers that I did see, some of them were double copper, so I'm excited about that. And then later on, I'm gonna set that stator wrecking machine up because I do got a bunch of stators to process. We got them big generators, bunch of motors around here. That's a nice aluminum cased one. And then I have all these right here. These are actually extruded aluminum. We're gonna crack it, recover all that, and get that higher price, because I think I'm getting 65 cents, something like that, for aluminum sheet. That's what that would go as is. Clean it up, I get $1.05 a pound. So you're talking about a 50 cent pound difference. You know, and over 1,000 pounds, 50 cents a pound, dude, you're talking, what, 500 bucks? Or no, that's 40 cents a pound, I'm sorry. A 40 cent a pound difference. So it'd be 400 bucks, even if it took me all day to make 400 bucks. I'm all right with that. All right, we got a heck of a mess going on here, but we're making progress. We're getting some weight in the bin here. These things in particular are super heavy, man. I can't believe that they make some of these light fixtures so heavy. And then they're down here in South Florida with all the wind and hurricanes. They're up there swaying around. I'm surprised more people haven't been hurt by poles falling over. Anyway, Oliver's got a good beat on breaking these down. I'm gonna sort this pile, get some stuff in the bin. I finally found a nice thing to fit those, so I am gonna try to unscrew them. It turned out like I had a couple different manufacturers for the 1, 2, and 3 on the Phillips. And it seems like they're all slightly different. The DeWalt #1 fit. I had like some Milwaukee or Makita or whatever these ones were. #2s and #1s. They weren't cutting it. So I got the 1. Hopefully I can find some more. And if we have time, I'll have Oliver help me. We'll just set all them out and do them at one time. It's going to be a process, but hey, slide them back. I'll deal with them. Keep working on them lights. You got 3 left.
If I made it back home.
up underneath this ledge here. A piece of scrap or a ballast or something, right up under the front. Grab one of them black ballasts. Right up front here, up in the middle. Just so I can get my forks under there. You go a long ways with it. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, the GoPro finally got hot and shut off. I'm hoping it got that last little scene there. But my forklift finally ran out of propane, and every time my needle got anywhere close to E, I'd go fill it up because I didn't want to be stuck. But now I know. It hit E the other day. I moved a bunch of stuff around. I loaded the whole shop up. And then today, I've been running the forklift all morning. It's probably 11 o'clock. And once it hits E, you probably got a good 30, 40 minutes, almost an hour's worth of runtime on it. So now I need to get I need to tighten up the fitting on that new tank. I've never used it before. I hope it doesn't leak. I did buy new seals for this one, because this one sat around for a while. I put them in this one. I can pull them out if I need it, but hopefully we won't need it. But now I really like the fact that I have two tanks now. Now I can not stress about running out of fuel, and I can once I get my other forklift going, which we're gonna have to get on that like soon, because I got something big coming up and we're gonna need two forklifts. So this is loose. That was like hand tight on there, but there's a seal. Let's see. We might need some Teflon on there. No, I already see that seal looks boogered, so we're not even gonna try that. I'm gonna go pull the seals. Actually, I can probably just pull this off of the other one, because I just put those seals in there. And you know, we got ourselves a nice tank that's in spec still. All right, man, we're making a good dent. We're gonna clean up all the steel that we have in here. And then I'm gonna put these boxes to the side, but we'll get the regular sheet out of here. And then I'm gonna bring in that stainless cart, because I believe the stainless cart has, or the stainless box. I think I shoved a bunch of cast down. I'm trying to get all the cast processed. It's a shame this is a really nice, really nice stainless cabinet, but yeah, I got some cast down there, some transformers. So I'm gonna bring this in. We're gonna clean this out a little bit. I might as well go ahead and just process it and clean this up so I have a nice chunk of stainless to bring down to the scrap yard. And then I have some more of these light fixtures where these are nice extruded aluminum. So we wanna get as much of that cleaned up as possible. We filled this whole bin up today. Gonna have a little bit more coming, but this is pretty much full, ready to go. And we're gonna have to sort around and see what else we can get out of here. I think what we're gonna do is clean out this bin, then we're gonna shift gears to copper. I wanna crack these transformers so I can pull that transformer press over so I can process those things. And we need to get some copper in the bucket, man. This aluminum and everything is nice and heavy and stuff, but we process these transformers, it's probably going to be worth more than that whole bin of aluminum. So we're going to get that cleaned up, and then we're going to bring this in. Can't make a couple extra bucks on some stainless. And then I'm hoping we can get to this wire. All right, here's our stainless box. Now, let's find a magnet. It's actually a bunch of magnets. It's all stainless. Someone glued something in the bottom, but it's non-magnetic. It's either stainless or aluminum. Okay. So we do have some, basically we got to take this thing off. Just a little bit of hardware, but all these, that's all good. And then on this part, we got to take all this hardware off. And that's a huge stainless panel. So, let's see what that's going to take. Last time I did a big box like this is when I pulled my bicep in my right arm. And to this day, right up in this area, I still feel a little, every once in a while I feel a little tug. Let's see what we got. We got sockets over here. How did I know? Where's that? The big one. So we're just going to go ahead and pull this thing out. Actually has some really nice hardware. We'll keep all that. Add it to my ever-growing collection of hardware. We got ourselves a goodie bucket here. I don't see a lot of value in the board. We will pull these breakers, or whatever these are. These look like fuse holders. And I don't know, what do you think about that? It's probably like a no grade board, low grade. I'm gonna save it anyway, but I will pull this wire. I'll consider that number one wire. We'll do that later. Let's just finish cleaning the box. What else we got down here? Looks like a big nut driver. I mean, this thing might be clean. Yeah, this is all stainless hardware, except for that. All right, you got the big nut driver, the blue tip. Yeah. Now I don't buy steel, but when I do it, I pay like half price of what I get. So. Being that this was all mixed metal, I probably only paid like 4 cents a pound for this. And I think stainless is like 45 cents, something like that. That's borderline. I mean, that's probably strippable. We'll throw that over there with the number one. But hey, that's a clean box now. I'm good with that. Let's get that other panel up here. We'll do these other ones later. Throw that over there. This is a little more involved, but there's some nice copper bus bar on here. We'll do that in another video. I might even do that in a live stream. Whoa, that's heavier than shit. Dang. Alright. Oh, this is heavier than it looks. Woo. So, I did these before. That looks like the same thing I just did. Aha! That's interesting. I might find the other end of this because this might actually be able to be used for the table over there. I wish I had another one of these. At least it'd be a start. Okay. Pop this whole board off. gain some nice hardware. I mean, I don't know if y'all looked at the price of hardware lately or the price of anything in general, but it only takes you like a second to throw it in a keeper bucket rather than the scrap bin. Might be worth saving. Okay, now cutters. We're just gonna liberate this. This is a single phase voltage under trip, voltage relay. What do you know about that, man? Can you read that? You understand all that stuff? No. Okay. I think that's a little above your pay grade, dude. Okay. Hopefully we won't lose our camera. I mean, who knows? That could be worth something. De-energize on trip. What do you guys think about stuff like that? Think that's worth trying to sell? This whole thing might have been worth trying to sell. Okay. These are actually pretty cool. I might pull these off and save them because I like how it allows you to run your wires really neat, man. Keeps them up out of the way, everything nice and clean. So I'm gonna keep these. Thought I had another one. This is ready to come off. We'll process this stuff at another date. Right now, we're focused on stainless. Check our maggot. Okay, that can stay. That's all stainless. So the only thing we gotta do is pull these locks off. And last time I dealt with these locks, pretty sure I had to do these by hand or something. There was some weirdness with them. Let's get this off. Looks like that's gonna be a small. Bro, how long you been working with me now? 3 years? It's gotta be 4 years, right? 4 years. Damn, dude. You think doing any of this, breaking down this ship, helps you with what you're doing now? That's kind of like when I used to pour concrete. It helped me when I was demoing concrete. As weird as that may sound. Huh. I wonder if that thing's worth any money. Like the brains of the operation. I'll set it to the side, let my buddy look at it. That does all the generator stuff. Because this was some kind of transfer switch. Now, this has a screen on the front. I'm pretty sure that screen would have corresponded with, that thing might just be built for this. Okay. That's a big boy socket. I don't know if I got something that big. At least not out here. Oh. Okay. Comes off pretty easy just by hand. It takes some type of key. I'm gonna mess with that. Pretty. If I remember correctly, this box weighed like over 100 pounds or something. So this should be a nice little like 50 bucks or something. I'm not sure. I wish I had more stainless to fill it up. I do have one more of those stainless ice makers with the copper coils. When I set up the press later, we'll process them. But hey, there you have it. You have a nice chunk of stainless. Oh, little lock. I don't have keys for those, otherwise I might have kept them. We'll keep this over here. This is my little stainless bucket. We can just pour that right in there. Round up any other stainless we got. Pull these out. Look at these covers, man. They're like brand new. I scratched them up a little bit, but maybe Oliver can sell them to his company. That's gonna be it for that. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard.
Look, it's dancing. You ever seen your copper dance before?